Hello, I'm Father Bill Watson, and we are taking questions from our YouTube channel, Ask Father Bill. So our question for today is, and it's a good one, how do we unite our suffering with Jesus on the cross? I think the first thing that comes to my mind is the story of Walter Ciszek, who was a Maryland province Jesuit, Polish descent, who was captured in the Soviet Union at the time of the rise of the Communist Party. He was captured as a Vatican spy. And for 5 years, he resisted signing documents saying that he was a spy. After good cop, bad cop, good cop, bad cop, interrogations at all times of the day and the night. And one day he broke down in a moment of weakness, and he signed the documents that he was a spy, even though he wasn't, because he couldn't take it anymore. And he had been so proud for all those 5 years, how he resisted the pressure and how he held strong, kind of like St. Ignatius. And then when he signed it, he fell into the deepest, darkest despair and depression. And he found himself in his cell, and he started to think of Jesus in Gethsemane. And Jesus' suffering and the darkness that Jesus experienced. And the more he thought about it, the more that light came into his heart, because he realized that Jesus knew what he was experiencing, and he no longer felt alone in his failure and in his despair. And he united his suffering at that moment with Jesus, who was not yet on the cross, but moving there, but suffering in Gethsemane, anticipating the great crisis and cross ahead. So what we can do is we can take the sufferings that we have, and we all have sufferings. Life is filled with sufferings. You remember that book, The Road Less Traveled? It was on the New York Times bestseller list for like 280 weeks. And the opening sentence was, life is difficult. And life is difficult. But always know that Jesus has suffered everything that every human person has ever gone through, only to the ultimate degree. And we can get through anything, no matter how difficult the suffering, if we know someone knows what we're doing and what we're experiencing. So let your sufferings be united with the Lord in his sufferings. And that will make your life much easier, your load easy and your burden light, because Jesus wants to take those burdens upon himself. So I hope that helps you. God bless.